most storied postseason venues in the league. Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, sold out once again. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some room to work. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 25-yard line. 51 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage. Now,
touchdown, Texans! Tommy Tremble from 4 yards out. And the Texans are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now Etienne to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go again with Etienne. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Dances by him. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. There's Tremble, the tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Straight ahead, Etienne. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Another toe for Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Elam. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker, and the Texans force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 7. To throw is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Jackson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
71 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
ETN once more. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Elam. It's brought in by Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground with ETN. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Warriors 17. 19 Tiger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Elam. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. From 19 yards away. And the Steelers are back within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Rolling to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Throwing is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, report! Report!
Now a handoff running through the middle. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
It's a pickup of 6. It brings up 2nd and 4.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively and make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A give to Etienne running right. Uses the stiff arm. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Looking to throw on second down. Elam looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
On fourth down, Elam. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. They go play action now. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground, Etienne, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Elam. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Back to throw. Elam. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Etienne up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Elam. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Off the play fake. Elam rolling to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed, It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Todd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Elam. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Elam. He gets it complete to Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to let it go again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Again, Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff for Etienne. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. On 4th down, Elam. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off play action. Elam. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And the Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up. It ain't easy breaking away or being a great